So this is like the tournament match, right?
Yes.
Have you guys been scrimming at all or no?
Yes.
Let's jump right into it. So we're doing some competitive coaching. It's like an emerald average game. Correct me if I'm wrong, or
So you're allowed. I think it's 2 diamond 3s and 3 emerald 1s. We're all around diamond 4, emerald 1, emerald 2 sort of level.
okay, so I'll just say emerald diamond. Okay, cool. Yo guys, real quick, I want to tell you guys about the tempo class I'm gonna be doing this weekend. There's gonna be EU time slot and NA time slot. I'm gonna explain everything tempo related. I hope to see you guys there. Link is in the description. Let's hop in and take a look what's going on. So first we see here the cast, man. We're playing some Jarvan. Let's talk comp here. So comp is very nice to talk about. We have Kale scaling double so we have triple AP actually, quadra AP actually. Unless this guy's going 80. So did you guys discuss Kale's going AD or no?
I can't remember. I'm just trying to think. We can mute the top laner. I'm pretty sure he was going AD first item, so we had at least 1 AD.
Okay,
You've
let's
Rage
just fact
played
check.
into AP, I think.
Rage
played
into AP. Yeah, so you see how we're sort of stun locked with this problem here of like, okay, we have a comp, it feels great, but we have 1 AD champ. So if this guy like uses three brain cells, 2 brain cells, maybe a third brain cell, Rise started thinking a little bit cool. They go Abyssal Masks, they go Banshees, Maws, Mercs, Shen starts building Radiance, Spear Visage, Kanik. You guys are cooked.
Yeah, I think the plan was Kale was going to build more AD if they were stacking it.
Okay, so as long as we're aware that like Kale has to pivot, it's acceptable. But yeah, that's just something we need to point out at the start of the game. It's like, yo, that's a conversation you guys must have. Okay, next thing here is composition, comp-wise. So our goal. Okay, let's not talk team fight. Let's talk early game objective as Jarvan. You tell me what you think, and I'll tell you what I think. So go ahead. Jarvan's objective.
Need to protect the Kale and the Victor because obviously they're scaling champs, so can't really let them fall behind.
Okay, protect this Kale and Victor. Okay, so given their counterparts, Rise and Shen, how is it possible to? Is it possible for your Kale and Victor to essentially lose? Like, how would they lose? What's losing for Victor and Kale?
Can't say I know the matchups awfully well. I think Rise isn't a problem. I think Shen's quite good early, right? Like between 1 and 6.
Yeah, Shen's pretty strong.
So it's possible for Kale to fall behind easy.
Okay, so
but obviously it's not the. I'd imagine that Kale will be able to get through the lane like not too difficult. But yeah, he is quite strong.
Cool. So now our game plan of okay, defend mid and top no longer really matters because mid is okay, top is gonna be okay. So what's next then? So what are we trying to do? Are we still pathing top? Are we pathing bot? What's our idea?
Well, I'm pathing bot lane in this game, so it appears that I'm pathing bot. I think I'm pathing bot to match the Wukong's pathing because Wukong was pathing for bot because we got the ward. We got the ward early. I think we spotted him early as well.
Okay, so here's my concern with early game and competitive. I'm asking you these blanket questions here. I'm like, hey, like, what do you want to path? What's your game plan? What's this? The fact that you're giving me these answers where you're thinking backwards as to what you're thinking, and you're also sort of unsure as to matchup here, matchup there, that's concerning to me. When I play my competitive games, scrims, live game, like matches especially, any of these scenarios, I am going through an in-depth analysis with my teammates and I'm asking them very, very intensely what the fuck you need and how the fuck we're gonna win this game. The early game is so crucial and competitive because the snowball potential is 10 times that in solo queue because you have a coordinated team, so you cannot mess around in the early game in competitive. So when I ask you, okay, what's your game plan in the early game? Your game plan needs to be very, very, very foolproof. I want to help top and mid, but I don't have to because Shen and Rise can't punish. Although Shen might be able to punish, but I can't win top 2v2. So because of this, I have the opportunity to let my top laner know that he has to play extra safe because we won't win top 2v2 anyway, so I'm not going top lane. Victor can receive waves or push waves, we can try and win 2v2, that's fine. And bot lane, where we have Rel and Seraphine with good CC, we're going to try and bring the enemy jungler down towards bot side so Kale and Shen can free farm up there, and we'll have a scaling composition to the top lane. right? And then that gives you the understanding that you're pathing towards bot lane, but your Seraphine is also scaling, your Ryze is also scaling. So you can also play as a bridge, but a scaling bridge, because then we compare bot lane to the counterparts. Is Twitch Nami, are they going to accelerate and destroy Seraphine Rel? No. So all three of your laners are essentially safe. So our new objective is, no, we're not trying to force. It's let's get to level 6. And when we get to level 6, then we can pressure the Ryze, we can pressure the Twitch. And then the next objective is to get to the first item. And then when we have a first item on Kayle, Seraphine, Victor, then we can start accelerating the game. Those are the type of early games you need to hash out and figure out every game.
Yep, no, it makes sense. I'm probably not the best at doing that, so.
Yeah, it's a skill you want to learn, and the thing is, it's not something that you will be accurate at ever. It took me literally years to actually truly understand like top lane matchups or like mid lane matchups. It's like, ask your top laner. Hey, like in this select, it's like, yo, Kayle versus Shen, how does that go, bro? Tell me. You're winning, you're losing, what do you need? And you go through that conversation every time for these different champions, to where you don't need to play the role, you just need to ask. You have access to something most players don't in solo queue, which is a team, which you can ask your teammates about their perspective, their ideas. Now, I will also say, take their word with a grain of salt. No offense to your teammates, but they're also probably dog shit. So everyone's dog shit essentially here. So it's like, I would hear my top laner tell me, yeah, the Kayle Shen matchup is good for me. They don't win or they lose, or like pretty much like what I'm trying to say is like, you also need to discover what's right or wrong on your own terms as well. So don't just blindly listen to your teammates. You need to learn about the game yourself. What I advise you do is create a checklist, and I can help you do that at a later time or at the end, of what we need to gather to create a solid early game plan. The amazing part about competitive League of Legends is at every stage of League, actually I have my own checklist, I can literally just pull it up for you. This is kind of outdated, but I will literally just pull it up. At every single point of competitive League, there's like a literal checklist you can go through that will help you like indicate like what you're supposed to be doing. So bear with me here while I try to pull this up. And then you can sort of see like where I'm coming from and what my thoughts are as to like how much more you need to do in terms of breaking down League of Legends.
Yeah. Well, we do a lot of pre-game prep in like, you know, we do scout them, we do make notes, we come up with picks for their picks, etc. But you are right, like when it comes to when we are in game, obviously we get what we get from the draft. We make a quick plan there, and I'm pretty sure, I'm just trying to think back on this game. I remember the comms being that I think we picked the Kayle because it's fine versus Shen. I think it was a Kayle last pick, with red side.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like when it comes to so pregame like figuring out is great. Okay, here we go. I found it. See my screen? This is the questions I ask myself when I decide what I need to do in my League of Legends games. Where do I think the enemy jungler is starting? What lane should I path towards? What lane what should my path be? What lane needs attention? Can my laners get dove? Can their laners get dove? What lane's the priority? Do I need defensive vision? Can I get offensive vision? Right, like you can sort of get the picture here. Like, I don't need to think that hard. I can literally just like go through and I need to pinpoint what's important. Check this in champ select. What lanes get prio? What lanes are gankable? Where do I path? Why am I pathing to this lane? To fight or to counter it? Do we win 2v2, 3v3, 4v4? If we do, how do we play the fights? Late game, or late game invade, or early game invade? What jungler is good with team but blindable? What are my conditions? Do they have tenacity? League of Legends literally can be solved by writing shit down. While I'm in game, this is just like my own notes for myself when I was like a complete rookie. Like, what do I need to do to like stay a little bit better? Like track sums, teammate positioning, F keys, click on champions, you see them on the map. Like, this is very basic stuff. But you sort of see the intensity I have with competitive. What it took me to go from a rookie challenger player, to a player who got into academy, got second place, multiple academy offers, and an LCS offer at some point. It was in talks. That's what I want you to do to succeed. And you won't have the same questions as me or answers as me, and I don't have enough time. I mean, maybe at some point we'll have enough time to go through all this shit. But it doesn't matter, because the shit that I have is very subjective to what I think is important to League. You ask me, okay, what I think is important in League, like early game and whatnot, and it's gonna be different from a different jungler. It's gonna be different from a different player. So you have to change what is like good and bad for you. You pretty much have to figure out subjectively what's good for you and what's good for you have to figure out subjectively what you think is important in League of Legends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, got you. I do need to ask more questions.
Yeah,
and
go
you have
for
a
it.
lot more than I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So I also have this like I've actually not really shown this. I'll show it really quickly, where I wrote down like these concepts and I just wrote like a lot about it. It's like when you think of League of Legends as a whole, there's so many variables. There's so many things about League. There's so much going on in the game that it's like preparing for a test. But the test is every single game, and you can do endless preparation. So every competitive match you play, a playoff match or like any of those like actual series matches, the more prepared you are, the easier it is. It's like presenting like in front of a classroom or whatever, presenting on a stage. You can prepare 10,000 times more, and there's literally no reason not to.
I agree.
On this matter, there's also competitive like notes that you need to take. So like pretty much there's like every game you play, you should be writing notes about what you need to get, like pretty much like what I did here back in the day. It's like, dude, all this is really important for your competitive notes. The only reason why at some point I was able to build a list like that is because I reviewed a lot of my games. Actually, every single one of the games. That's what we're here to do. We're here to review. Great. You need to do your own individual reviews after every game, and you need to write shit down. And so does your teammates, if they want to get better themselves. This is just like a universal thing. Hey, you want to get good at League? I'm sorry, but like what the reason why, let me like dive a little bit into let me dive a little bit into why League is so new, like so fresh as a game. Esports, essentially, in basketball or other sports, in other competitive fields, there is like a clear training regimen for like a clear pipeline to get to a very, very high rank, or it's clearer. And there's clear practices on what to do to get to a higher stage of the game. If you're taking this game super seriously, if you're taking this game like at the highest approach, there is practices that you need to follow every single game. So the simplest practice that I've implemented that has helped me is after every game, you write shit down. That's literally it. It's not that difficult. You just write shit down. You write what went wrong, what went well, and you just talk. And that's something that's like, hey, it's different for other games, it's different for other sports and whatnot, but that's what's been discovered for me, at least, that's really helped me succeed. Hopefully down the road there'll be more things to track. There's more data is coming out. We're using API, we're using a bunch of different things, but for right now, all you can do to make yourself the best player possible is you, after in your queue, in your champ select, after you do your games with your matches, you are taking the extra time to review your games, and you'll skyrocket as a player.
No, we have. I completely agree. We do need to. It would be good to start logging all these games. We do something similar to that. We just don't capture. We don't do the after game reviews, but we do have like we do plan for like team comps and what we do, and what works with what, etc. We do we have that in an Excel that we have.
Yeah, everyone does that
with you. But
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but like. Everyone does that.
Yeah, no, I imagine they probably do.
Every single team does that. So how are you going to beat the other teams in your league if you're doing the same shit as them? You want to win, right? Your team wants to win. Yeah, I hope so, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
how are we going to win? By doing the exact same shit everyone else is doing. You need to take it the next level. Me as a rookie player coming in, I was not as good as Shaden. I was not as good as Tomio or Mayo, these other crazy good junglers in NA. all they did was play the game a lot, and they did like maybe basic reviews. For me to get better than them, I need to work that much harder. You guys want to win this league, you gotta work harder. That's baseline shit. That's like telling me like, yeah, I play League of Legends. Yeah, bro. I hope if you told me you guys weren't prepping a little bit for your drafts, oh, I'd be very concerned. Yeah, that's the expectation. You shouldn't be happy about an expectation. I need you guys to hold yourselves up to this standard of, bro, you want to fucking win, you guys want to be the fucking best, then let's fucking put in some work. You're here, you're buying coaching, you're here to put in the work, your team is here to learn, then you guys all better understand and get it to your heads that you guys won't fucking win unless you actually put in the work. Cool. Alright. Let's take a look now. Let's actually dive into League of Legends gameplay. Now, hopefully this mentality makes sense. Hopefully the questions that I ask, hopefully the competitive perspective that I have is, you can see it now a little more. You can see a little more clearly. Take the time, write this down with your team. I wish every single one of my teammates did this with me and we like broke the game down together. Some players don't want to do it, that's fine. You guys, if you guys like each other, you guys are a good team, you guys are friends, it's even easier to do that.
Oh yeah, we fall out in every review, but you know, we do review our games. We just don't write down the notes. But you know, I'm up for it, so I'm gonna start logging them.
Log it all, bro. Log it all. And I have a should be a message after, and then I'll get you set up with my. I have like a website. I have a software that can help you track your games. A really organized way. So,
nice.
I could show you that at the end. Okay, so bots dying. So this is like actually I don't, if I recall correctly, we've played Seraphine before and I've seen a game before. It's the exact same shit. Why is my Seraphine fighting? So I don't know if Seraphine's in the call, but like, dude, we're playing 3 scaling lanes right now. You're playing Seraphine. If my ADC has done this, and my ADC is a Seraphine player as well. I literally, like, if in another dimension, I'd go up to him, I'd pick him up off his chair because I played right next to him, and I'd just beat him down to a pulp. What the fuck is happening? You're literally playing Seraphine. This is actually just disturbing, disgusting. You're literally playing a scaling champion. Why are we all trying to fight? Let your Jarvan get level 6. You get level 6. They have no counterplay. They don't even have cleanse. Why are we all fighting? So let me explain. Your Jarvan wants to farm to level 4. So this is for everyone here. Your Jarvan does not want to drop camps. Your Jarvan needs level 4. So let's fight closer to when Jarvan is done with his camps, so then we can actually win the game with our teammates. Picture this way. If you're playing Lulu into Nami, you go in for short trades. Tap your Q, tap your E, run away, scurry away. You're bitch slapping each other. You're playing Soraka into Nami, same thing. Soraka and Janna, same thing. You're playing Rel. You are a hard engaged champion. You go in, you're committing to the fight. So just stay full HP. Wait for Jarvan to come. When Jarvan comes, Jarvan's ready. Rel hard engaged, Seraphine hard engaged. You will 100-0 someone. So as a support, when you're playing a hard engaged champion, it's the one engage that wins the fight, not the short trades that you're taking over and over and over again. Little different with a traditional ADC, like a Kai'Sa, Vayne, Trist, Jinx. It's a little bit different. Draven. But with Seraphine especially, it's like, yes, we're looking for one good timer, not to constantly trade with them. This is like really, really bad, because if I'm your jungler here and I'm pathing bot lane and I'm like, bro, like what? I'm like, bro, like, why is my bot lane dead? So I'm losing my mind. Okay. So Rabbit, you're doing a good job. You just did 2 crab. Jarvan's like, you're ahead on Jarvan. The Wukong's pretty depressed. It's good. Nothing for you to do. You can take your tempo. We see what? Kale spots. And we decide no contest, which I think is fine. Yeah, I think this is all fine. This is all chill. So we do a double recall here. So this is where you've lost the plot here as a jungle. You're in the bot side. You took the bot crab. You took the dragon. You have like 200, 300 gold. So pretty much what it's so important is just cross. It's actually more efficient to cross, because this is maybe like 15 seconds. This is 30 seconds. Well, plus a recall, right? So it's like, well, it's a total. It's like 22 seconds and then plus a recall. So you're just like you just extended the time on the map by 15 seconds for no reason. Make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, I couldn't have had anything significant item-wise.
Yeah, you bought a
Yeah, I
moat.
didn't buy anything. Yeah, yeah.
So we
Yeah,
just
I
lost
should
time
have
on the
just ran
map
across.
for no reason. Yeah, just run across. Okay, here. Go. You're going where? We're going. Okay, we're looking for a little bit, and then we go back to camp. Okay, cool. Camp. Cool. We recall. We're setting up topside together. This is pretty chill. Ball lane just needs to stay alive. Playing Seraphine. Cool. We get 3 grubs. Yeah, everything looks great. We go for Krugs. Grab item. Set up dragon. Looking good. Cool. Who died? Sir Victor. Okay. Here's your job as the jungler. When you are off the map, when you are recalling like this, what you need to do is you can tell every single one of your teammates. I mean, actually not every single one of your teammates, because 2 of your teammates are recalled. You need to tell your teammates who are on the map and playing things. Right now, your top laner is safe because he's just wards everywhere. But your mid laner, who's walking up for this wave, it's not a matter of where are they or they can gank. It's a matter of there's no reason to play for this wave. So if you're mid laner, what does this wave do for us? All it does is like it gets us priority, but for what? So you can recall a little bit earlier, you would just TP back anyway. So you can recall a little bit earlier, well guess what the risk is? It's dying. We want to risk going for waves like this to recall earlier when our teammates are with us, or we can turn this into a massive objective. There's no massive objective to play for here. And we're just putting ourselves in risk. Victor dies, loses flash. We do get Wukong ulti and flash and Rise flash. So in terms of the exchange, is it the end of the world? Like no, we're gonna win the Drake, but it's just not. It's not a death. We need to die. We don't need to die here. Okay, our sequence goes towards top.
Oh, I remember this play. We was trying to get the Shen ult, and then so the idea was to get the Shen to ult, EQ out to bait the ult. So Kale could take the top lane turret, and then that would give us feats, I think. That was the plan. Or it'd give us no, it wouldn't have gave us feats, but it would have gave us the first turret.
What does first turret do for us?
Well, it gives us one towards the feet, right? But yep.
Oh, that's all you care about the feet. Okay. I mean, feats is like, it's cool, but I'm not forcing like this for feats. You know, like it's very, very, very like forced here. There's okay. One thing that's it's a funny thing to say, and this has been competitive theory for about 10 years. Mid. Okay. Actually, it's just this. Wave, vision, wave, play. Have you heard that before?
No.
Okay. So what does this mean? Push the mid wave in, grab vision, push the next mid wave in, dive bot lane. It's a four-step sequence before you should realistically be making plays like this. So another thing is your homie Seraphine, your homie Braille doesn't even have ultimate. You guys are scaling. I don't know why we're the ones feeling pressure to go and do things. You guys would actually win this fight given the conditions if you just had a traditional ADC or a traditional just a traditional ADC. If you're forcing here and you have a real ADC, you win the game. You guys probably actually 3 before them and win the game. But you need to play off your composition. This is gonna be the trend for the entire session today. It's playing around the champs you're playing. The game changes. In solo queue, it matters less because solo queue is solo queue. And everything is all random in solo queue. It's like really, really random. It's really like, But competitive is like, you guys are in comms here. And you guys are saying like, yeah, I want to go force the bot fight so Shen can TP and we can get top turn. Why? Your kill is up 25 CS already. Your mid lane's like pretty even. Bot lane's pretty even. You're up CS. You can be up even more CS here. We're outscaling them, hella. Our comp is going to be so unstoppable at 2 items. Our 2 items in a team fight is literally going to be so powerful. Our team fight in general is also so powerful. So, here's the competitive trap. And here's how Team Liquid Academy won so many. Hold on, let me pull it up. These guys won so many games, or so many, like, so much of they won Academy like almost every single time. This roster, look at these guys. These guys won 3 times in a row. They won like this whole year, and then I think the team turned into, like, what? They got disbanded, and then they turned into Team Liquid renamed. What the fuck is it? Give me 1 second here. Team Liquid Academy. It got turned into Team Liquid. Team Liquid Challengers. Okay. And then there's still. Okay, actually, now they have different roster, but they actually ended up with APA. They ended up getting first. Okay, so pretty much like this is a completely different roster, and they got worse. So why these guys here? Why do these guys just like smash all of us? Jan is an LCS. Ayla's an LCS. Armeo, these are free agents. But why? So pretty much the reason why these guys are so good, and they've been so good forever. Like they've actually almost always like gotten really good in the playoffs and everything. It's because they did one thing really well, and it was called chill the fuck out. Literally, like to me, they curb stomped a lot of they curb stomped a lot of Academy and a lot of like a lot of the other teams, because they literally just farmed, did their job at a very basic level, and then the enemy team would literally just throw themselves at them and fucking lose the game. You guys want to be that team. Whoever is in the position of feeling like they need to force things immediately will lose. Because if the enemy team responds appropriately, you just lose the game. If you're in the position where you need to force things by your composition, by the way the map state is, or anything, you will lose the game. This goes for solo queue as well.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, our comms there was to what was we are scaling. Yeah, I think it was probably it was my call on the force. So
yeah,
misplay by me.
Most time it's a jungler anyway who's like commanding this, like, let's go do things. Like the reason why when I was playing, I got 3rd, 4th as a jungler with rookie teammates as well, was because I literally just tell everyone like please, like just chill the fuck out. Like let's just like stop. Just stop playing. Let's like stop. So you need to be the one telling your teammates like chill the fuck off, bro. Chill the fuck out. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. But we did give them feats, and then we also like die. You lose flash, you lose like resources and whatnot. Okay, your surfing got cooked here. It's fine. Okay. It's cool. So, and also, it's not to say that Team Liquid Academy never like did plays. What they would do is they would just wait for the enemy to make like one tempo mistake. So picture this whole game, like Wukong made one tempo mistake. Let me point that out. So as the enemy jungler, Armeo, who's really good, what happened here is Wukong made one tempo mistake. His tempo mistake here was that he went towards the top Krugs with dropped his top grubs and dropped his grubs. So when I'm down here and I'm looking for his grubs here, like I'd be able to take his grubs and maybe dive bot lane afterwards or gank bot lane afterwards, like, or pressure down here. Like that's what the enemy jungler will do. That's like as Wukong actually should not drop his Krugs. He's also playing a farming jungler, but because he does, that gives you an opportunity to punish him. He didn't punish him properly. Again, also here in this position, the Twitch has no flash, so you can actually pull this dragon here. Yeah, you're actually happy to pull this dragon. Mid's good conditions. Their bot has no flash. You have flash. I'm actually pulling Drake here. But the idea is like you play a good game, you play a solid game, a standard game, and you wait for the enemy to make like a potential mistake. You wait for an enemy to do something silly, and then you go ham. You go crazy. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Okay, cool. Let's see. So we're setting up this Drake really nicely. Your Rel has nice flank, really good positioning. This is beautiful. Rel should stay in the bush, but it's fine. Okay, Surfing gets a juicer. You ult one guy. That's kind of concerning. So everything's getting a juicer right now, bro. Just go ult these guys and EQ out. Right, you need to watch the big picture here. Ulted you, an accident.
Yeah. I was an accident in game as well.
And then just think like, big picture here. What are we fighting for?
Yeah, it was great. I didn't think Rice could kill me like that. Obviously, I learned.
I mean, like, hold tab. He has 2 items.
Yeah, shouldn't have fought him. They just DQ'd out.
So, like, what I want you to do is like, if this happens frequently, you're absolutely going to like just like never improve. So, all like, what I'm trying to say is like, a lot of people write this off as like it's like obviously shouldn't have done it, or like, but like you need to figure out what in your head is going on and what the reasoning is and break down the reasoning. So let's do it. Like, why do you decide to EQ on this guy? He's full HP, your Seraphine has no ult, you have no ult, and you're 40% HP. What's the rationale here?
I don't know. I thought me and Seraphine would kill him, but we didn't have. We just didn't have the damage to. And obviously, we can't get anything from it, so it's completely pointless.
So how are you killing this guy at full
we could have
HP?
pushed the bot there if we killed him.
You're gonna kill this guy at full HP? He's like level on you, 2 levels on Seraphine? This guy's HP bar is bigger than both of yours combined right now.
Yeah.
So you thought that Jarvan and Seraphine can kill the Ryze here, is what you're telling me.
Well, obviously in the game I thought we could.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's what you thought. Yeah. So then like looking at this again, like, is that ever possible?
I would no. Looking back on it, no, I wouldn't go for it now.
Okay, so then in the game when you're in that position, why do you want to kill this guy?
I guess we have a bot wave and we could pressure the bot turret, but
okay,
it's probably a waste of time.
You guys have 3 grubs. If you try to kill this guy, do you think you live?
Looking at it now, no.
Let's say best case scenario, you do kill him. Are you living?
No.
Yeah, so you're dead. Okay, so Seraphine's hitting this bot turret by herself. Okay, that's 5 minions that turret's full HP.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Okay, so let's look at it again. So we want to kill this guy. Why?
Yeah, but obviously in the game, I obviously thought it was a good idea because 2v1, we kill him, we push the turret. But obviously, I don't have the juice to do that. And I see now from seeing his items and thinking level up that it was a mistake. But in the game, I must have not clocked it.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is get you in that state of like when we're in the game, understanding why you want to kill this guy and siege the turret when you have 3 dragons. You guys are scaling comp yet again. You have your second item. You have 5 camps up. Your Seraphine can easily recall. She probably has her item. Your teammates are dead. Half your team is dead. You have no actual play with your teammates right now. It's a 2v1. It's not a 4v1. It's not a team play. That's my question. Why in the game you think that 2v1ing this guy and trying to break this bot turret is better than playing for the fucking entire map?
Yeah, it's obviously not. It's just
right. And going back to what we did earlier, which was try to get the Kale like to Shen TP so the Kale can make the top turret. It's the same essence here is what I'm trying to get. You are forcing a play for no fucking reason. You are already winning.
100%.
You are up 3 dragons as a scaling comp. It is ridiculous. Those guys are literally pissing themselves. They're genuinely like, if I'm enemy team and I'm Wukong, I'm literally like I'm like, holy fuck, this game's gonna be hard. So why do you feel the need to try and kill this Ryze to break the spot turret? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you to understand that when you are in the game, you are feeling this immense pressure to do shit. This is very common for competitive players, competitive junglers, which is why I hate recommending lower elo players play competitive because it's very hard to learn this. But we're here you are in this league, you want to do it, great, and we're here for competitive coaching, cool. So let me teach you something. The more you feel to force things, like here again, the harder the game will be. So you need to, in the game, understand that if you don't force things and you feel okay and you feel at peace, losing shit or not getting the most out of everything, you will be making better plays. And you won't be doing shit like this. And you'll realize the bigger picture on the map is you have your item, you're close to your item, you can invade his camps, you have 30 seconds, you can take your own camps, Seraphine can recall, we can play for the mid wave that no one's contesting. There's so much stuff for us to play for. Okay, so the thing is, I'm bringing this up now and I'm being hard on it because this is going to be our next focus, which I'm almost sure it's going to be brought up again and again and again. This is going to be like a I'd imagine a common thing. So we might see it again. Kale Herald's mid. Okay, don't get shit. It's the same thing to your entire team. It's like, Kale, just go farm your bot wave, bro. It's okay. We don't need this mid turret right now. It's to everyone. Like, everyone is like, you guys all feel like the need to do shit. Hey, you know who LS is, right?
Who, sorry?
LS.
Oh, yeah, no, LS is, yeah.
Yeah, and have you seen LS tweets? He's always like, why are we forcing to break mid turret?
Yeah.
Yep. What are you guys?
Yeah, there's a whole video on it.
Yeah, there's a whole video on it, right? If you've seen that, if you know of it, like, what are you?
I've seen. Oh, yeah, I do know.
Yeah, literally, what's what you guys are doing? Like just now, like, like, yeah. Okay, here we are. Next force, found it, right? Like, all you guys, next force. What are we doing? So, wave. Vision with your laner, wave, play. 4-step process. Wave, vision, go back to the wave, and then make your play. Because picture this. If you're going with Victor, Victor gets this mid wave, you're hovering Victor, Victor brings this mid wave in. Look at the timing of these waves. Actually, even if you're skipping the vision, what you can do is you can push this mid wave in, bring Victor down. Now this wave is about to hit here when Victor is right here with you guys. And then they're catching mid-wave, and you have a numbers advantage. Can you picture that?
No, yeah, I can.
Cool. So I need to show you. Cool. So we need to get with our fucking teammate. We need to go join our teammate. You need to wait for Victor to push the wave in.
Yep, we should wait for Victor.
Now this is the most important concept, macro-wise, in competitive, is like, please create what we call numbers advantage. You wanna know the next cool thing we can do? It's called a it's a full map like I don't know, it's like a map transition. It's like okay, we're doing 1-3-1 right now. 1 is right here, 3 is right here, 1's right here. What you can do is you can do a full map transition. Seraphine clears the wave uncontested. Seraphine goes down, catches this wave. Victor shadows early to go down to bot wave, and we're forcing a 4-man dive on bot turret. But that's okay too. We can just do 1-3-1. And then we can just push the mid wave in, and then we can just go down to the bot lane together, and then we can go set up 4 people bot lane, and then your Seraphine can cover the mid wave later. None of this shit. We actually maybe lose the Otacon here. They don't do it, but like we die, and then it's just like it's a headache. Actually, you actually walk back in. My guy. Look, you're actually out. You're out as fuck here. Then you go back in to die. And then you don't want to flash either. And then this whole fight, you have your item. Or you're really close to your item. You can just farm 1 or 2 things against your item. So we are forcing.
Yeah, I think I had my item in the first place because I was recalling in the bush initially. I was recalling in the dragon pit originally, and then I stopped it because we got.
I think here you're recalling too. In this pit right here, or in this dry bush. Oh never mind. You're clearing the board. Yeah.
No, it's here. It's here in the dragon pit. The original was recalled to get my item.
Yeah, here you are. You're recalling. You have your item. Great. I mean, I'm sure you have your item back here too. You can just recall there. You know, because running from the tri-bush to the dragon pit to recall there, like you're not getting any gold. So I'm sure you already have your item. Or you should recall early anyway, so you can be in base and then sit in base and get your gold. Staying on the map here is pointless. So you have your item, and we're still forcing plays. Okay, so again, the scaling comp is forcing shit. Okay, let's picture where do we have control over the map here? Like, let's picture like a line.
Right side.
The right side of the pit. So we have like this line. This is our line. So, rel, for fuck's sake, it's rel. Two things. One, you have two choices as a rel here. Sit in this bush and wait. Or, hex flash, god rel angle, sit in the pit and wait. I'm sure we've seen Keria or some good jungler, like, or not jungler support. Even junglers at a time rel was being played, they do this. They sit in the pit, they sit right here in this pocket, and when these guys walk in, Jarvan's like here trying to bait them to come in, they get full comboed. Or rel can be here and then full combo. Like, why are we revealing ourselves as rel? It's very terrible here. Let alone leaving our side of the control. We do not have control over here. Now, why don't we have control? It's because you guys aren't fucking clearing the mid wave. This wave is the most important wave in the game. It gives you so much control, so much access over everything around the map. Unless you're hard committing to do this dragon, in which case, don't leave your control. There's two options here. It's one, play the proper macro sequence, which is push the mid wave in first, and then go and then like retake vision, or you can break two mid turrets. Or you sit in your side of the jungle, and they have to face check you, and when you're playing a comp like this, if anyone face checks you, they're fucking one shot. For some reason, we don't do either. If we want to control this bush, it's fine. We need to clear this mid wave. Our teammate needs to be here. You need to be clearing it. Jarvan needs to be here. Rel needs to be like here. You guys all need to be in this pocket. If we want to not be here and give this shit up, that's fine. Give it up. Sit in these pockets. So that means you as well you need to be directing this. You need to be saying like, no, we can't go. Don't go forward. Don't go forward. Sit in the dragon. Wait. Okay. Do you have any questions on this sequence here?
Yeah, looking back on it, I'm just trying to think of like what was our plan. I think we were trying to force because it was soul for us, and then yeah, obviously that pick there. You're right. We should have just played the mid lane, then went in through the mid lane. We've done that numerous times. We dropped it there for some reason, so there may have been a reason why, but we should have went in through the mid lane and just secured soul.
So, okay, the thing is, if you go through mid lane, they can give mid lane up and then they can go to the dragon, right? So if you guys really want the dragon, then just stay on your side of the map. There's two options. It's sit on dragon vision, which you guys have, and control it. Or go through mid lane and probably lose the dragon. Does the distinction make sense?
Yep.
If you push through mid, there's a high chance that they just drop the mid wave and leave. And then you get turrets, which is cool, but you don't get the soul. If you're happy with that, great. If your team wants to play for that, great. If you're all here together in the bot lane, that means we want the fucking dragon. So stay on the fucking dragon. The last thing I need here is for us to try and force the fight. They need to force into you guys. You understand? Like, you guys have all the control. You guys all have all the power here. If you just stay on the dragon, stay in the pit, stay in that area, you need your pink wards as well. I don't know if you dropped the pink earlier, or if you even have one. Like, you need to buy 2 pink wards here. Like, yeah, this cloth armor, what does 10 armor do for us? Buy a fucking pink ward, buy 2 pink wards. Then know what you're doing. Your mid laner needs to sell refillable, buy a pink ward. Your top laner needs to sell D-Blade and buy a pink ward. All of you guys need to be one by one eradicated. But main thing here is we do not need to be forcing. The enemy should be forcing. Okay, so you guys feel this need to go do things. This is the competitive trap. The need to force. Relax. You guys are gonna do great. Relax. I mean, flash for kill. Can we do autocon? Yeah, we can do autocon. That's good. Good. Look. Clear the ward. Realize a little bit of position here. And then like this is what every fight should look like when we're playing Rel Jarvan. Shit like this. Is that they have to face check us to win the game. And then we absolutely crush them when they face check us.
Yep, that was the game plan.
Then look, it's funny, right? Like, both, like, every time a team is like trying to force, the team who forced is lost.
Wukong's like, trend of this game.
Wukong's like, I gotta go, flash in, super play, combo, yeah. Okay, thanks for the Baron. Like, what? Okay, let's run it back. They're going through the bot side. We have the Baron. We want to fight together. Good ulti. Seraphine combo R. Cool. Where's my Kale? The reason why this combo is so broken is because you can start the fight like this. Seraphine combos ulti. And then Kale comes and ulti, but I think she just wants to kill the Wukong. Okay. It's fine. Save ulti for yourself. It's fine. Just carry the game at least. As long as you carry, bro, I don't care.
Yeah, at this point, Kale's pretty juiced. So I don't mind her saving the ult for herself.
I mean, you all live. By the way, you all live and you will just win the fight. But like, that's okay.
Oh, I think this VOD freezes when we're about to win the game. This patch like broke custom games for some reason.
Huge. Yeah, it looks like it's dead.
Yeah, is this the freeze? Yeah,
it's dead.
For some reason this patch just like you see how it's on the old map and stuff. Like I don't know why, and the turrets don't show as dead, but they're up still. As I said, that's why I couldn't download the replays from this game. But pretty annoying. Cool. But yeah, we just ended the game there, so didn't really didn't miss much.
Didn't miss much. Cool. So in general though, do you see like what's going wrong with your games, your gameplay overall? Do you see what's happening?
Yeah, 100%. I shouldn't have forced those. Well, I think I forced 2 fights that probably made it a bit more of an uphill battle than it should have been.
I think it was like 3 or 4. Like scenarios where we're forcing. Right, you had that item, you had that Twitch bot lane. You had like
we had Twitch bot lane.
We had the Rise.
My item base. Yeah, and the Rise one as well. Yeah, that's 3.
Like, I mean, your teammates are forcing like the Herald mid lane. You have this. They have this one here too. Like 4 times already. Oh no, this is the item one. Oh no, this is the item one. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we need to chill out. We need to relax. Okay, and then you need to like, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's like the key thing. Competitive is like, the less you force, the more the enemy team will feel the need to force. So the thing about forcing can be really good. If you guys are all coordinated and you guys are all playing like really synchronized, you guys are really smart. You guys are like actually like great at the game together. Then forcing is never really a bad thing. Like at some point there was this team that I played against. It was 100 Thieves Academy, and these guys, pretty much they got like I want to say a 4th here. This roster it was like Tenacity, Will, Jimmy N, and then BMFX. But these guys, and then Busio. These guys were really good because they permanently invaded. And this is when I got second on Dig Academy. So these guys, 100 Thieves, were really good because Will and Busio would eat my shit up, bro. They'd be in my jungle permanently. So their strategy, you could say, was to permanently harass the enemy jungler. Jimmy N would have priority. Jimmy N would like pressure mid, and then they just like 3-man me all the time. And that was their technique, and that's what we call like the epitome of forcing shit, is to go and like invade, and it actually worked really well. I'd be down like 2 levels almost every game, every time I played against these guys. But they only got 4th, and it also doesn't always work. So they're playing against, again, Team Liquid Academy. These guys who are really good and really stable. Team Liquid Academy just crushed them. It's just the style of playing for consistency and playing for literally just do nothing is actually like the most empowering thing like I've ever witnessed in competitive. Now, it is important to understand that like you need to team fight well because the goal is you do nothing. The enemy will probably force a few plays. You'll get a slight advantage. You'll use that slight advantage, and then now it's the mid-late game, and it's like we have our items. We are where we want to be, and if you draft well, you compass well. Like honestly, like maybe you want some AD, maybe like honestly, it's like fine. They don't have a hyper tank. It's kind of annoying that we're all AP, but like if Kale can transition our items, then we're happy, and I'm happy with this comp. And then we just hard shit on them. We hard win, in a 5v5 because we just are confident as a team, and that's what essentially we should be playing for most of the time. Like that's what the game comes down to, is team fights later on, which is why like even you see like other pro matches that you guys watch, you'll see teams down 5, 6, 7k, 8k gold, and they're able to like just turn the game all of a sudden from 1 or 2 team fights, because at its core, League of Legends is a fighting game, and at its core, it's like if you team fight well, you can win. So what we want to emulate every game is a consistent early game where we're just relaxed, we get our items, and we shit on them in team fights. That's what you should be looking to prioritize.
Yep, I think that sort of suits our style as well. If I'm honest, we tend to play, we tend to draft very team fighty champions.
Yeah, I like the team fight style too. It's like, it's just understanding that you're. Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was also at a Seraphine last time I looked, and like ultimately it's good. It's a good style. It's great. And now it's just like you guys need to chill out. These are doing like good. Like the team fights are looking pretty good. I mean, your support needs to stop revealing himself all the time when he's playing these engaged supports. But overall, it's like, yeah, this is looking great. And it's like, the Seraphine's comboing ulti nicely. Victor's dealing this damage. Like you guys are doing good. But it's like, dude, stop forcing so much in the early game. This game should have been a complete stomp, given how like little they were doing, how little the Wukong was doing. It's a complete stomp. How fucked the top lane matchup is, Shen versus Kale. These guys are fucked, absolutely cooked.
What should we have done with the Herald?
Herald usage.
I know we was pissing about forcing mid with the Herald, and I don't think we got anything with it.
Yeah, so
we got the Herald here, but I don't. Is there like a set play that we need to do?
Do you know how long Herald lasts?
I actually don't.
Okay, let's check. Sounds? I think it's 4 minutes. The Wiki Herald. Yeah, you never don't know. You just take a look. Eye of the Herald. How long do you last, bro? 240 seconds. 4 minutes. You guys got Herald at 17:22. Actually, you guys collected it at 17. Like, what? You guys collected it until like 7:30. 17:30. So you have 4 minutes. 21:30. You guys have 4 minutes to use this thing. In the next 4 minutes, you can probably complete your second item. Victor can probably complete a second item. You guys can probably have all your ultis, all your flashes already. You guys can probably push sidewaves in first. You guys can literally do like 10,000 different things before needing to herald someone, right? So here it's like you're really close to your item. You need around like 900 gold left. Great, and then your teammates, you're farming. Cool. You still have a minute and a half left. If you farm all your camps here, and then like defend bot turrets, like you'll be able to now then get your item and then play. Or an alternative is like literally just like if you want to use Herald, we need to make sure all our waves are pushed out. So like push the shit out, or just use it as like just use it at the end of the timer, like 21. If you can't get your item, we can't like make a good play together, then just like just drop this Herald and then just dip. Because what the problem with this Herald is not that it's like Herald sucks here. It's that we use this Herald and we drop a full bot turret. That fucking sucks. Drop the Herald and then go defend the bot turrets, and then that's fine. You're gonna get the damage off. You're gonna keep farming. Great, that's completely fine. But honestly, personally, I would just save this Herald until 21:30 as late as possible, because the timers just haven't aligned, and then literally just like send it off as if we don't care about it. Does that make sense?
I think that's what it was. I think it was a set off that we don't care about it because
but your Kale stayed here. So it's not a, you guys didn't just leave it off. You guys all stayed here to push the turret. And then you also came. If we're setting this Herald and we're leaving, you're farming that crab, you're farming those wolves, Kale's going immediately towards the bot turrets, we're not losing anything on the map, and we're just gaining because they have to address the Herald.
Yep, makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, we did cover the Herald for no reason.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys are what's up?
We just gave the Herald backup.
Yeah, he needed the backup. Yeah. Do you have any other questions about this game? About like snowballing the game or anything?
No, they're not that I can think of. I think I just forced too many things. I just need to chill out.
Everyone, by the way, all your teammates. Just like keep that apparent. Like your Seraphine, Rel like fighting perma, Rel's like trying to do shit, your Kale's trying to do shit. Like literally, like you guys are drafting pretty. Like I like the comps. I think it's shit stomps a lot of people in lower elos too. It's like team fight comps, and it's like you guys can be the Team Liquid Academy of, or you guys, yeah, of your league. Like that's it. That's the idea.